Welcome to World News Today. I'm Philippa Thomas. Sierra Leone's government has quarantined more than 1 million people in an attempt to control the spread of the deadly Ebola virus. Areas on the border of Guinea have been under quarantine for months, but travel is now restricted in 3 more areas. This move comes as world leaders meet to discuss the crisis at the United Nations. More from our health reporter, Helen Briggs.
With around 1/3 of the population now under curfew, Sierra Leone is stepping up its efforts to control the spread of the virus, only days after a nationwide lockdown ended. The World Health Organization has released new figures showing the death toll from Ebola is still rising. 2,917 people are now known to have died. That's out of 6,263 cases across the 5 West African countries affected by the outbreak. The WHO also says the situation is getting worse in Sierra Leone and Liberia, but does appear to have stabilised in Guinea. A key challenge in the 3 worst affected countries is the lack of medical care. New treatment centres are opening, but hundreds of hospital beds are still needed. At a meeting of world leaders at the United Nations, President Obama said the world had not done enough to respond to a crisis that poses a growing threat to security.
Right now, everybody has the best of intentions, but people are not putting in the kinds of resources that are necessary to put a stop to this epidemic. There's still a significant gap between where we are and where we need to be. We know from experience that the response to an outbreak of this magnitude has to be fast and it has to be sustained. It's a marathon, but you have to run it like a sprint.
Thank you, Dr. Margaret Chan.
UN Secretary-General Ban Ki-moon also urged world leaders to step up efforts to fight Ebola.
Now is a time for a robust, united effort to stop the outbreak. The world can and must stop Ebola. Now.
The UN has made urgent appeals for more doctors, nurses and medical equipment to be sent to West Africa. Helen Briggs, BBC News.
Justin Forsyth is chief executive of the charity Save the Children and has just attended that high-level meeting at the United Nations. He joins me from New York. Thank you for being with us.